Well, news on Uber today. The company is striking a surprise deal that will allow you to book a yellow cab in New York City on its app. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. Yellow cab drivers are going to be paid at Uber's rates when they accept fares through the app. Passengers will see pricing similar to UberX. And the move really unprecedented here because it brings together who had been fierce rivals, right? It marks a shift in Uber's strategy as well to embracing traditional taxis. Uber shares are higher today. This is fascinating to me because, again, it is difficult to overstate the upheaval, in particular for New York City. I mean, in a lot of cities, but I think in New York City, where the taxi has been integral to how New Yorkers get around the city, it's difficult to overstate the disruption that Uber and then Lyft brought when they entered that market. So now to see this, it is pretty amazing.
Amazing. And let me just note real quick, too, you're seeing Lyft shares down. So Uber getting a pop, Lyft shares down here. Perhaps Uber, just because we'll have more access to drivers, maybe it picks up more trips, maybe it gains some more market share from Lyft. Just a little wrinkle there to that story. But look, it is so far removed from the founding principle of Uber. And I mention this because I'm right in the middle of watching Super Pumped. That is the Travis Kalanick / Uber story that is on Showtime right now. And it was really founded as a black car service. And the whole ethos at the company that was founded, it was Uber versus taxi cabs all over the world. And this is now just, I guess, to your point, just a fascinating thing to see. You see Uber joining forces with New York City cabbies. I have to say, a couple of years ago, I would have never thought this day would come. But you do have to wonder, Julie, how does this impact the quality of the rides when you use an Uber? They have already gone down the past 2 years, especially under UberX, and comes at a time where Uber is now paying the cost of taking an Uber because of surge pricing, new fuel surcharges has gone through the roof. I don't know about you, but I want a good, clean Uber experience. I want a car to pick me up that has shocks and not bald tires.
I don't know. Don't talk down the New York City taxi cab industry.
I am.
Right?
Oh, come on. No, I'm talking now to Uber. Uber, Julie. I mean, the Uber quality cars, the black cars have been bad. They're really bad.
Okay. Because New York City taxis, I mean, frequently you get a good experience. But I still have some questions as well, though, to your point. I'm curious what effect this will have on taxi medallion prices, which have come down a lot in the last few years because of what's going on with Uber. There are apps, by the way. There are other apps to book taxi cabs. What does this do to them? And then alternatively, the shares are going up on this. But I wonder, what does this say about Uber's difficulty in finding supply, in finding drivers who want to work with the company if they're now going to the taxi industry? I mean, to me, it's maybe not necessarily a great signal if they are not able to convince drivers to participate in their platform and they're going to taxis instead.
No, it's been hard to keep, especially during this great resignation, Julie. You have people out there searching for new jobs and perhaps wondering, is driving an Uber, is it a good thing for my life? Am I making as much money driving as an Uber as I would be a couple years ago or pre-pandemic? And the answer is probably no.
Yeah, a lot of questions from this. Really interesting move here that we've been watching.